You guys, of course we got to bring you a single shot. Of course we can't just do bullet points because we give, we give, we give, and ask nothing in return but your undying love. It's a cult like that. This is single shot. We're going to be digging down a little bit deeper into one hot topic. What do we got tonight, Judd Dunning?
Woo! So hot. Michael Loftus, we're going to talk about America's new obsession with Peloton privilege.
This ad is going crazy. It's everywhere. People are upset. We're going to figure it out and slap some opinions around this evening. How much time do you want to spend on Peloton privilege?
You know, this is our unplugged, more relaxed show, Michael. We're going to give it 7 and then 2 for a buzzer, and we're taking it home in 9.
Bam.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Now.
A Peloton? Give it up for our first time ride.
All right, first ride. I'm a little nervous, but excited. Let's do this. 5 days in a row. You surprised? I am.
6 a.m. Yay.
Rising with the sun.
That was totally worth it.
Let's go, Grace in Boston. 50 rides.
She just said my name. A year ago, I didn't realize how much this would change me. Thank you.
This holiday, give the gift of Peloton.
This is wonderful, man, because here's the point. This is a wonderful event that Peloton privileges arrive, because the crazier that political correctness gets in America, the more detached it gets from reality, just like every prosecution of the current administration, regardless of the points that are happening, the more that this weird attack on free speech and the rights of just being excellent attack Americans' everyday culture, the less that they're starting to take it seriously. So I think the Peloton privilege, I thought it was ridiculous. I thought it was great this ad happened. Michael, why don't you jump in and tell them a little bit more about what happened?
I really don't know what the people's problem with this ad is. It's a rich couple who has all the crap they could ever want for, but now they're going to get something extra. It's the same thing like when they do those ridiculous car commercials and it's Merry Christmas, baby. And then they go out to the front yard and there's a Lexus with a bow. Like, I've never seen that in my life in any neighborhood I've ever lived in. I guess I don't make that enough money to see that. Maybe in nice neighborhoods, it's like, that's just Christmas morning everywhere. Just Mercedes and Lexus wrapped up in bows. So this was like not offensive at all. And it's like the people who are complaining about it, they're like, well, women have body issues, and this guy got her a bike because he's like, hey, my social justice warriors out there, do you think for 1 second that chick didn't ask for the bike? Do you think any married man in his right mind would just say, hey, you fat whore, I've got you an exercise bike? Like, that's like you're asking her to kill you in your sleep. So obviously the character of the girl in the commercial she asked for the bike, and like, she wakes up, I don't think I could do it. I didn't think I could do it all year. Honey, you got self-esteem issues. You need therapy, and probably the bike too.
Yeah, I didn't exactly want to see, like, it would have been worse. Think about it. If you reverse the roles, if, let's say, a very heavy set babe was on the show, and God bless women, love them all, small and tall. I'm a fan of every form of the feminine existence, but beyond flowers and nature, I think God exists in women. I'm a just red-blooded heterosexual American male. I love the female form. But if a woman had come on there and was heavier, and they bought a bike, you know how offensive that would have been? Think about the opposite. Well, so what would the social justice warriors wanted? They were protecting marriage and female image and female body image and marriage. And what about in marriage? It says that you can't want each other to be healthy. Here's a weird known fact. Did you know that in a lot of celebrity, someone in my immediate circle works in the Hollywood sect of marital counseling. Did you know a lot of celebrities, they have contracts where you get a penalty if you cheat? I think a lot of people know that. You get a penalty if you gain weight. So like Tiger Woods, he immediately loses $3 million. There's other people, I forget who it was, but if they gain 10 pounds, they lose like $300,000. You suck. So I mean, what's wrong with a woman wanting to be healthy? I mean, what a great gift! What a great gift! I didn't even get offended when I saw the ad.
I think what the people are offended about is like they're writing a backstory for things that weren't even on the screen. They're just assuming, and it goes back to your Trump thing. Like we're just assuming he's a bad person and he has bad thoughts. They're just assuming that the dude in the ad was like, that chick's gonna get fat. You better get on that exercise bike, fat fatty, if you want me to love you. And it's
Merry
like
Christmas.
that's not part of the ad.
Yeah.
Listen, they're bored rich people. Bored rich people do this ridiculous stuff all the time. And I just want to get back to this. I think that should be Peloton's next ad. You kind of described it. They should find some overweight person, man, woman, whatever, that wants to get skinny, and they should give them one of these bikes and just videotape it every day. And when they check back in a year later and they're like, wow, I'm skinny, I did it. That's the most effective advertising.
What a great ad, wouldn't that be? Like they do a time lapse ad at the same time, and somebody's on a Peloton, and by the end, and then it's Christmas, and then she walks out in a bow for her husband.
Yeah.
Right. It'd be a great ad.
And the kid's there going, Mom, why are you just wearing a bow? She's like, go back to bed, Billy.
What's that big hook hanging on top of your head to hang from the tree? So, but here's the real effect of political correctness. Their stock dropped like 9%. I mean, this is a very successful company. The fact that we forget they call it the meta conversation of political correctness, that there are real consequences for groupthink. Like this company was attacked by social justice warriors.
Here's what we got to check back with. Check back on that stock after Christmas. Let's make a note to check back up on this, because after what's his guy decided he was going to take a knee. No, the quarterback, Kaepernick. Like that, the next day, Nike's stock went down, but then it went way up because it's advertising. Look, dude, we're making a video about it. Everybody's gonna, what's this bike? What's this bike? And then they'll do a little bit of research and they'll go, I'd have a coach and I could. And if you're rich, you'll do it.
It goes back to this contaminating thing that I always go back to called Amerishame. Like something that happened during the Obama administration, something that carried forth into the Trump administration is this general attack on any kind of exceptionalism. So we might see somebody who's a victor in health and wellness taking care of herself in an esteemable way, but instead it's become an attack on femininity, marriage, the white patriarchal, conservative archetype wanting to change, or just men toxic. I think more toxic, imbued with toxic masculinity. So this is a new conversation.
In terms of like toxic masculinity, leave it to a dude to springboard off of this. Ryan Reynolds is so smart. That dude is so smart. He saw this Peloton thing blowing up and he's like, I'm going to take that energy and redirect it towards my booze company. He did an ad with the Peloton girl, the girl from the ad. He hired her and then two other, and they're at the bar and she's like, ooh, this gin is smooth. Like her life is so messed up. Now she has to chug gin.
This gin is really smooth.
Yeah.
We can get you another one if you like. You're safe here. To new beginnings.
To new beginnings.
There you go. This can be a fun night. There you go. Take this too.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You look great, by the way.
My first reaction was good for you, Ryan Reynolds. My second was good for you, Peloton girl. I'm glad to see you getting work. And then my third reaction was she might want to get back on that bike.
Oh my God, that's so politically correct. It's genius. And at the very end, the tagline from Ryan, from the gal, she's like sliding her the other gin, is like, "Oh, but you look good, by the way."
Oh yeah.
Oh, she does. It was great. It was great. But I think more so as watchdogs of language, right? I mean, we have to watch the Second Amendment. We have to watch the meta conversation of social justice wars. We have to watch this attack on exceptionalism. We have to watch this attack on life. Now we have to watch an attack on the justice system that we're having. There's so many different levels to this general issue that this came. But I will say, I think America's snapping back, right? I think Merry Christmas, America, because what you've got is a great jobs report. What you've got is a powerful country. What you've got is a thriving America, regardless of everything that's happening in the news. I mean, there's the ultimate Christmas present, man, to celebrate exceptionalism.
It's hard to deny that reality. It really is. Everything's going incredibly well. And these angry people keep nibbling around the edges, trying to tell us we're miserable. Skaboosh. That's for you.
I think that what we're going to do is I think everyone deserves a Peloton, and I think boomers should pay for all millennials to have a Peloton. Following up on last week, right? It's like, what is it? Peloton privilege? It's like, but I will say they're $22.45, and this Gen Xer, I want one. I mean, this ad reminded me. I've been trying to buy one for a while. I mean, sit there in front of. I'm gonna play Fox News. I don't need somebody to coach me, but they're great. They're great. All right, here we are.
How expensive?
$22.45 for the base model.
For that kind of money, somebody should walk in and give me a handy while I'm on it.
Michael Loftus brings it home. You can notice the more that Michael moves up the corporate ladder at Fox and all of the top media outlets, how our internet expression is just getting just raw. So come here for Michael Loftus behind the scenes of Fox News, ladies and gentlemen, because this guy is on fire. Wow! All right, so there we go. SingleShot, Michael Loftus, another SingleShot, which puts us to episode 48. 4 more episodes. We're annual.
Happy birthday.
That's lovely. That's lovely. Happy birthday to you, too. Thanks for watching Single Shots. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Hit the bell. That way you won't miss a new video.
See you next week.